Hey guys, my name is Wyatt and I'm giving myself a budget of $2,000 to get this Mustang up and running. I am totally not recording this intro 4 days later, but basically in today's video, I'm going to be taping up the connectors for the injectors. That rhymes. And then of course we're going to take this car on a test drive. If you watched my last video all the way through, you would know that this test drive went a certain way. Just going to put it that way. So, in episode 1, we started off with $2,000 and we ended off with $1,986. We spent $14 on an intake and MAF cleaner, which actually works surprisingly well. I can't wait to see how big this list gets by the time we finish off this series.
So we kind of figure out what we're going to be doing here. We're just going to be taking off, look, they just pull right off. We're just going to take them off, clean the bottom side of them, put the piece of tape, connect them, and then tape all down here. So, in theory, it stays on. Spray cloth, some alcohol. Clean the bottom, like so. And then clean the bottom portion of the injector. And then we add our tape on it. Oh God. And it goes in this way. So we're gonna flip it upside down like this. So we're gonna set it onto the connector of the injector. That rhymes. Connect it, and gonna put that on there, and doesn't back off as much as it did. So now we're gonna do that with literally all of the other injectors. I also just want to say, this tape, we already had it. So this is not going to come out the budget, just with like half of the other things we've been doing. A lot of this stuff we already have. I can't add it to the budget if we already have it. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, I am going to DIY as much of this car as possible to not break that $2,000 budget. This entire side is done. It doesn't want to pull out as much. I'm using more force than the engine probably is to take these out. With this side done, we can now migrate to that side, and with the throttle body that I literally just took off in the last video, which was 25 minutes ago. And now I have to take it back off because I'm stupid and I forgot to think ahead. I'll see you guys in a second. We're on the other side. I got to take this dude right back off, even though I literally just took him off to clean the throttle body. Jesus Christ. Very gentle. There we go. Okay, take this guy off. I can turn you over. Anyways, I'm going to start with this guy. I need to get another couple kind of strips. They're about this long, I think. Cut off this much. Now we're going to cut in strips. Give them a little bit of an edge. So they're going to all peel off. You really need those two guys anyways, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So obviously, first thing we do, clean this guy. Clean that guy. After cleaning that guy, grab one of our brand new sticks of gum, and we put them on. Probably way thicker than it needs to be, but oh yeah, those dudes are on there. This guy might be an issue to get to. Not to get out, but also to clean. Yeah, this guy needs to get cleaned. Jeez. Look at that. Oh. And somehow, some way, clean this injector. And the only way I can think is to bend the shit out of this guy. Really get in there. Attach him. Where did my scissors go? Oh, I'm gonna cut this guy down a little bit more. Okay. Oh yeah, that guy's not coming loose. I had to move the intake piping out of the way anyways, because of this guy. Now try to get my fingers over there, which I doubt I can. That guy looks good, and now I'm just gonna leave that out in the open right now while I get to this one back here, which this one actually stays in pretty well. I think this is the only one that clips in. Like, not even joking. Yeah, this one clips in. So now that I think all of these injectors are completely sat, put all of this stuff back on and get this thing ready to start. And maybe we can get this thing on a little test drive. Okay, that guy's on there tight. I personally believe it's time for this to start up. Last video we cleaned out the MAF and the throttle body, and now we have all of the injectors, you know, seated on somehow, some way with some silver tape, which actually keeps them on there pretty well. Of course, we're gonna do a couple revs to see if any of them come loose, and then we're gonna double them down. Anyways, let's get to starting this thing up.
So it starts, and it runs actually pretty good. Sounds beautiful. It's very windy outside, but it sounds beautiful. When this car warms up, I promise you guys, I'm gonna give you guys a couple revs on it, and then hopefully I can get this thing lowered down. We can take this on a little test drive around the neighborhood.
Right there's good. My under gauges. There's a lot of knocking coming from that left.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out.
Which wasn't there before. Really, what is that sound? That's scary.
Front suspension. You're right. It's even idling, right? It's even idling, right?
I do also smell coolant.